Hyderabad take on Bangalore in the eliminator of the Indian T20 League playoffs. Hyderabad entering this contest in a rich vein of form, having won the last 3 group stage matches, while the wheels sort of fell off for Bangalore towards the fag end of that group stage. But these are the playoffs, so both teams start afresh. Mandira, Lalvani and Ayaz, Memon don't need any refreshing because they're as charged up as one can be. Mandira, Ayaz, welcome to another preview.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anubhav.
Mandira, your assessment of this contest.
Okay, first and foremost, some bragging rights for me for a change, because when we were talking about the Mumbai and Hyderabad match, I had predicted Hyderabad, and for a change, I got it right. It was more of an emotional call, though, I have to say, rather than any deep thought analysis. But the Hyderabad will take a lot of heart from that win. You know, they did beat the top team of the entire tournament. And I think what we've seen with Hyderabad is, rather than any strategical chopping and changing from the beginning, their final and most powerful 11 kind of just fell into place, much by chance. You know, because of the fact that Kane Williamson was injured, they needed to get in Jason Holder. They got in Jason Holder, so they couldn't have Johnny Bairstow, so they got Riddhiman Saha. And look how it's all worked out for them. And having these changes has given David Warner the freedom to play his genuine game, which has made all the difference in the Hyderabad, their standings, their confidence, their demeanor, and their performance. So I think it's a very charged, finally very well balanced, and a very effective team that's going to come into play today against Bangalore, again, who's gone through their highs and lows, and unfortunately their slump is now 4 games strong, and you know, at the back of another defeat in the hands of Delhi, and they've come into the playoffs thanks to their previous performances. But this is a time for, now this is a win or lose, or a do or die kind of a game for each of them, because whoever loses this match is out of this tournament. So a lot on the cards, a lot at stake for both the sides. Let me just get straight to my picks. I think for Hyderabad, no mention of this team is complete without Rashid Khan. He laps up the big contests and the big games, and, you know, the high pressure games. He's going to be, I think, very, very important, as he's been throughout the tournament for Hyderabad. Definitely Jason Holder, because of the bowling, because of his batting. And the third, I'd say Riddhiman Saha. You know, a lot obviously depends on him. He's had great knocks in each of the matches, in each of the recent matches that Hyderabad has won. So I think a lot depends on him. However, let me just quickly pick 3 and hope and pray all happens for the best. Devdutt Padikkal for sure. Again, been absolutely reliable, been consistent throughout this tournament, and I think we can expect great things from him even after this tournament. Virat Kohli as a skipper, as well as the key batsman. And let's give one of the bowlers, Chahal. Definitely, as spin is getting more and more relevant, as it's been, of course, to the tournament, more so now. This particular game, do or die, it'll be interesting to see how they'll be able to, whether they'll be able to unsettle the Hyderabad batting first, or, you know, how it all plays out. So those are my 3 each.
Thank you so much, Mandira. And speaking of Riddhiman Saha, certainly contributed to knocking out his former side, Kolkata, which is why my love for him has waned a bit. Ayaz, your assessment of this matchup?
Well, look, Hyderabad, the way they finished the league is so impressive. They've just gone, you know, they've been aggressive, they've been winning by big margins. The biggest, of course, against Mumbai, beating them by 10 wickets. I mean, even if Mumbai was not at full strength, to beat them by 10 wickets took some doing. And I think what's happened is what Mandira said is right. A lot of things have fallen into place. I mean, Riddhiman Saha and India T20 League 2020, I mean, there's a book to be written about, you know, what all he's been doing in the last 3-4 matches. Then, of course, there's David Warner and Rashid Khan, and a team which can dispense with Johnny Bairstow and still keep on winning. You know, it shows the kind of robust sense of ambition and, of course, the talent that they've got. But I think what has happened in Hyderabad's case, because their batting order after Warner, Williamson and Pandey and Saha tends to wane quite dramatically. I mean, there are all-rounders like Abdul Samad and Jason Holder. We haven't seen too much from them as yet. But what we have seen in plenty is what Hyderabad's bowlers have been doing. And there, I mean, Jason Holder has added a dimension to the attack with his rich experience and the height from which he bowls. So he gets those deliveries to bounce awkwardly. It's actually, you know, this Hyderabad team, the Indian quotient in it is doing so well. Apart from Saha, there's Sandeep Sharma. Unfailingly gets wickets in the first, you know, when he's in the power play. Unfailingly. Then there is Shahbaz Nadeem, who's come in, you know. He's not a rookie. He's been around for 10, 11 years in domestic cricket. And these are the wickets, the wearing pitches, which he exploits extremely well. And there's T. Natarajan, like, you know, in the old days we used to play that 7 tiles. And you have to be very accurate, pinpoint. These are the bowling attack is helping Hyderabad to hold opponents in check. I mean, that's what happened against Mumbai. 149 is what Mumbai made. Otherwise used to making 180, 190, which then becomes difficult for a team like Hyderabad to chase, because unless Warner gets a 90, 100 or something like that. So the picks from both the teams from Hyderabad, I'll pick Rashid and Warner, and then I'll pick Sandeep Sharma. For the reasons that I mentioned, he unfailingly gets wickets in the playoff, the power play. And from Bangalore, I'll pick Yuzvendra Chahal, because he keeps them in the game somehow or the other, even low scores. And then the Jodi number 1, AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli. They have to click.
Thank you so much, Ayaz. We've spoken about the key players, the key contests that we'll be seeing. Mandira, over to you for your prediction.
Much as I want Bangalore to win, I think this time I would go with Hyderabad for this contest. I think, as Ayaz said, Sandeep Sharma is just so effective in the power play. And now with Jason Holder coming in between Jason Holder and T. Natarajan, they've got the death over sorted. So it frees up Sandeep Sharma enormously to just to target the top order of the Bangalore side. And of course, it's going to be an exciting contest on our hands. So I'll go with Hyderabad for this one.
Ayaz, you?
This is called switch hit. From Bangalore for 2 minutes, Bangalore chal raha tha. Now it's a switch hit. Right
but
hand
Delhi hai na abhi bhi.
Left hander.
Delhi hai na abhi bhi.
Ambidextrous कहते हैं.
हाँ. अभी मुझे Bangalore को support करना पड़ेगा. So I'll go with Bangalore.
Fantastic. A big thank you to both Ayaz as well as Mandira. To sum up, one of these two teams goes back home while the other goes through to Qualifier 2. And speaking of Qualifier 2, we'll be back on your screens on Sunday, building up to that matchup. We hope you enjoyed our company as much as we enjoyed yours. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and cheers.